Welcome back to the Mini Meno Series, the Menopause Made Simple. My name is Lorna Marie, and today we're going to dive into the food fix, what to eat and what to avoid for a better hormone balance, sustained energy, and fewer menopause symptoms, or better managed menopause symptoms, I should say. If you've been feeling like your body is just not responding in the way that it used to, you're struggling with stubborn weight gain, particularly around the middle, mood swings, or energy crashes, your diet could be playing a bigger role than you actually realize. But the good news is, with a few simple tweaks, you can actually start feeling more in control almost immediately. Let's begin with why food matters so much during the menopause. The food you eat directly impacts your hormones, your metabolism, and your overall well-being. So, have you ever felt completely wiped out after a big carb-heavy meal? As in, you get that food coma. Have you ever felt that before? Or maybe you've noticed that certain foods really trigger bloating. They might trigger brain fog or even hot flushes. And we could spend ages talking about sugar cravings that seem absolutely impossible to resist. I feel like we've all been there anyway. But this isn't in your head, it's your hormones. As estrogen and progesterone fluctuate so much during this time, so does your ability to regulate your insulin, to store fat, and process certain nutrients. But really small changes in your diet can have a profound effect on how you feel. Let's talk about the food that will help you feel stronger, more energized, and just more in control. So number one, and you'll hear me talk about this a lot, protein is queen. Think lean meats, fish, eggs, tofu, Greek yogurt. Protein is really, really important because it helps stabilize your blood sugar. It helps you maintain lean muscle mass, and it can really help with cravings. It keeps you feeling satiated, so feeling fuller for longer. You want to be aiming for about 20 grams of protein a meal. Secondly, healthy fats for happy hormones. Things like avocados, olive oil, nuts and seeds, they're all really, really good for your brain health, for your hormone production. So we need fats for hormone production and for satiety. So feeling satiated, feeling full. Fiber for your gut and your hormone balance. Think veggies, so loading up on the veggies, berries, lentils, whole grains to support your digestion and to keep your blood sugar more steady. Calcium and magnesium, these are really important for your bone health and for supporting your sleep. So menopause can really increase the risk of osteoporosis. So you want to include leafy greens, almonds, dairy, or fortified plant milks if you don't have dairy. Hydration is key, and we spoke about this yesterday, aiming for at least 2.5 litres of water a day. And this is going to be important for your hot flushes, for fatigue, for bloating, for your digestion. Now, what to limit or what to avoid? Because not all foods are your friends in menopause, and some could actually be making your symptoms worse. The first group are the ultra processed foods. So these are things that you'll find in a packet. You'll find they've got lots of ingredients, probably not all natural. These can cause blood sugar spikes, which then lead to energy crashes later on and increased cravings. Secondly, too much caffeine and alcohol. They can worsen your night sweats, your hot flushes, your anxiety. Just not a great idea. It could be worth cutting down on them, and then maybe even for a few weeks cutting one of them out and seeing what happens if you're struggling in particular with sleep disturbances and or anxiety. Thirdly, refined sugar and simple carbs, white bread, pastries, sweets. There's nothing wrong with them, but thinking about cutting down on them a bit. They can fuel inflammation and encourage weight gain because they don't keep you feeling as full for as long as the whole grain, higher fiber alternatives. So just a few simple swaps, just to give you some ideas. These are some easy, realistic swaps you can make. So you could swap white sliced bread for whole grain or sourdough. You could swap sugary cereal for protein-rich Greek yogurt with nuts and berries. You could swap processed snacks like crisps or chocolate bars for a handful of nuts or boiled egg, or even hummus and carrot sticks or cucumber sticks. You could swap alcohol for, there's so many good non-alcoholic alternatives now, like instead of Prosecco, no Secco, or just having something, maybe like a hug in a mug, like a tea or a herbal tea, or sparkling water with lemon, something that's going to be really, really refreshing. So the final takeaway here is balancing your hormones doesn't mean dieting, restriction, or giving up your favorite foods that you really, really enjoy. Small, sustainable changes will have a massive impact on your weight, your energy, and your overall well-being. And it might be a case that you just want to try one thing at a time. So you're going to cut back on XYZ for so many weeks, monitor it and see how you get on, and then moving on to something else. But these are all this is all food for thought. So think about the foods that you need to have more of, things that you might need to limit. Where could you make 2 small tweaks in your diet this week? And if you're ready to take control, manage your menopause symptoms better, have a clear, simple plan to ease your menopause symptoms, then come and join my 14-day menopause challenge. We're going to be talking science-backed nutrition tips, a weekly shopping list to help you make healthy eating easy. You'll have support and motivation in our private WhatsApp group, which is where we will be running the course. And you'll be also getting daily menopause-friendly workouts that are short and effective. So hit the link in the show notes. We start on Monday, the 21st of April. So get yourself signed up before then. And make sure you tune in tomorrow because we're going to be talking about sleep and stress, fixing the root cause of night sweats and fatigue. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.